So you thought more about how you gonna handle this Mad Dog kid?
He gotta go.
Damn, bro. He only 16.
Yeah, I don't give a damn. So was Leon. And so was you and I when the streets got real.
Now, this was an exclusive for the grand finale of Power Book 4 Force Season 2. But just before we dive deep into some perspectives for this exclusive, Gary Lennon, who is the showrunner of Force, he has been doing his rounds with interviews, and he had this to say on episode 10. We've taken every single character on the chessboard and we've brought them with their back against the wall, and a couple of things will happen which he rightfully didn't want to give away. But it will be about those who live and those who will die. So with that being said, that's one of the perspectives we are going to take a look at in this video when it comes to this scene between Diamond and Jay. There's Diamond who wants to kill Mad Dog, but the situation is very complex because he's the nephew of King Kilo, who's the leader of the RDs. They also spoke about Shanti, who we all know has her own mind and where she's making her own moves.
You ever been able to stop Shanti Showstopper from doing whatever the hell she want to do?
So this is where we're going to start, and we are going to come to the Mad Dog perspective in just a moment. But in episode 9, Diamond mentioned how Shanti was a boxer. She moves around and that makes her unpredictable, and I think that's one of her key traits. Diamond said that she has a mind of her own, and it is a dangerous combination with who she is, mixed with her ambition. At times, even Jenard can't control Shanti. Most recently, we saw it in the boxing ring when she was dictating the moves like she's been doing all season, and Jay bit back. He said she's not the only one who can come up with strategic moves, but Shanti will be a big problem when it comes to the brothers. You can see that they're just building that bond again, and I think Jay does want to stick by his big brother, who stuck by him during one of his darkest moments. So I don't think this plot will come to an end in season 2. You can definitely see it rumbling on further. So it is just one to keep an eye on to see what happens at the end of episode 10, and where they leave the relationship between Shanti and Jenard, where they leave the relationship between Jenard and Diamond, and also Shanti's ambition of taking the CBI.
Age ain't nothing but a number to the streets, bro. You know that.
I hear that.
Now over to the story with Diamond wanting to kill King Kilo's nephew. Jenard asks him what is he going to do about the Mad Dog situation, and Diamond says he's gotta go. He doesn't care if he's only 16, it's just a number in the streets, and I do have to agree with that statement. When you pull that trigger, you're making a man's move. He put a bullet in innocent Leon, who had nothing to do with the street game. I don't think Diamond could have done anything to stop it either, and I don't think it was a case of him being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just the fact that Mad Dog is a bully picking on a kid who couldn't defend himself, and he just couldn't take the fact that he got as good as he gave. He couldn't take the fact that Leon hurt his ego by striking back, and so he pulled the trigger. So Diamond wants Mad Dog dead, but the problem is he's King Kilo's nephew.
You know what we used to talk about on the inside? The coalition. I want to make it happen. What you got in mind?
King Kilo is the leader of the RDs, who the CBI had beef with for years. While Diamond was inside with King Kilo, they spoke about a coalition which at the time only seemed like a fantasy, but something that did come to fruition earlier on in season 2. Now if Diamond does go ahead and kill Mad Dog, or has him killed, then this is going to cause a huge problem with King Kilo, and it is going to put their entire coalition at risk, which I think we all knew was only a matter of time before something like this did happen. Chavo mentioned to Tommy that it just takes one person to step on someone else's toes, or go after someone else's girl from another crew, and then all hell breaks loose, and now we're in that situation. Now if I were in Diamond's shoes, what I would do is have a sit down with King Kilo, hash this out just like Rock did with Unique in Raising Kanan, where Unique took some territory for Buck 20's death, but I don't think it's going to go down that way. I mentioned in my episode 9 breakdown that there does seem to be some conflict brewing between Tommy and Diamond, and so I do see this situation adding more fuel to the fire. Now this is where we get to the theory element, which does tie into a video I made during the break, and also something one of my good friends Jaleel mentioned to me when I was speaking to him about how we see season 2 kind of ending. The theory that he came up with is that Diamond knows that he can't take the shot because it would cause a shitstorm between King Kilo and the RDs, so could he have D-Mac do it for him? It definitely sounds plausible, especially based on a few behind the scenes between Diamond and D-Mac. Now another reason why I wouldn't mind seeing D-Mac being the one to put a bullet in Mad Dog is because this would just add to the conflict between Tommy and Diamond even more. We all know Tommy wants to keep D-Mac away from the streets, but if Diamond was to have him kill Mad Dog, then it just adds another issue to the growing list between Tommy and Diamond. So there is a lot to consider when it comes to this Mad Dog situation. It's not something that will end with one bullet. This will have consequences in terms of business relationships, but that's a breakdown of the exclusive clip between Diamond and Jenard. There are two perspectives to kind of take away: how Diamond deals with this Mad Dog situation, and how Shanti will be a thorn in the relationship between Diamond and Jay. So drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.